I'm gonna hold your hand so tight when I say this. You do not have an income problem, you have a spending problem.
Having more money than you need will actually ruin your life.
As a young girl growing up, my mom would always say to me, never be jealous of anyone's success.
Do you ever wonder why people who don't believe in God become millionaires?
Here are 5 lifestyle choices that will likely keep you broke.
Luxury goods are a scam.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need anything from Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, or Home Goods.
My problem is I don't want to be in the clubs. I don't want to be drinking. I don't want to be famous. I don't even want to be an influencer.
Okay, let's talk about some money habits keeping you broke that maybe no one taught you.
It is not normal to spend 500 Great British pounds on a Coach bag.
I'm gonna hold your hand so tight when I say this. You do not have an income problem, you have a spending problem. You can make all the money in the world. Matter of fact, when I was making the most money I ever made in my life, going from like 40K a year to 120, 130K a year, I was the most broke I had ever been, because I made every wrong mistake you could ever make when you start making money, and that has inflated my lifestyle. I got a brand new car, I got a really nice apartment that was way more than I could afford. But again, I justified it. I gaslit the fuck out of myself. Like, that's what I did. I gaslit myself because I was like, oh, I can afford it. I'm making money. Like, yeah, technically monthly payment wise, my bills versus my income was good. However, when you factor in debt, credit card payments, student loans, personal loans, collections, hello, credit scores, I'm sorry, but you can't afford it. If you're someone who, you make good money and you're like, I just need to make more money and then I'll be in a better position. Don't gaslight yourself. I'm gonna tell you right now, don't do it. You gotta fix your spending habits. You gotta start tracking your expenses. Like, don't just be buying whatever you can because you make money. No, you don't. But don't worry. If you're like, how am I supposed to stop spending when every other video I see, every other influencer I follow wants me to spend money? That's what I'm here for. I encourage good spending habits. Budgeting. We budget over here. Invest in quality items. Like, don't get me wrong. We invest. We have expenses. We have good skincare, good clothes, all that good stuff. But God forbid, are we going to be overspending just to get the latest butter yellow top? Be so for real. You don't need it. Pay off your credit cards and have a good day.
The quote, "Live below your means," is a very, very, very powerful quote. And I'd say it's quite underrated. We tend to not understand or dismiss how important it is to live below your means and to pay yourself first. Living below your means doesn't mean you have to be stingy. It doesn't mean you have to suffer when you have the resources to enjoy. No, it means not focusing on your wants and disregarding your needs. Whether we like it or not, living life is expensive. As a human being, you have to spend money to be able to survive. You have to spend money to eat, spend money to have a roof over your head, and spend money to have clothes on your backs. Because you have to spend money to enjoy the basic necessities of life, actually. So yeah, you have to spend money regardless. But living above your means, or not cutting your coat according to your size or according to your pockets, is when you take your needs and replace them with your wants. For example, let's say you live alone or you're single and you decide to build a mansion or want to live in a really, really big house. If you have the money, fine. Even if you have the money, it's not really fine because you live alone. Why are you living in a mansion? Like, why? It's okay to build a mansion, maybe rent it to a family, a really, really big family that would need so many rooms. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? When it comes to food, live below your means by eating what you can afford. You don't have to eat a gourmet dish every day. You don't have to have your dinner at a high-end restaurant every single evening or every single week or twice a week. Okay, it's okay to go out, it's okay to have fun, it's okay to socialize, it's okay to say, you know what, I would really want to go to a high-end restaurant maybe once a month, just maybe as a form of reward for all your hard work, So, clothes, you don't have to wear designer clothes to look good. In fact, sometimes wearing designer clothes, depending on which one, depending on the prints and all of that, actually makes you look tacky, in my opinion. And then there's so many fakes, so you might just look year. So it's really, really important to live below your means. Do what you know you can afford. Make sure you have enough to save for your future. Make sure you have enough to save in case there is an emergency. It's okay to invest in yourself, like in your looks or other superficial things. But if you know you cannot afford it, do not kill yourself. Take it easy on yourself, okay? Like I said, you can still look good even without going overboard, even without breaking the bank. Or you want your nails to look good, we have sticker nails or press-on nails. You want your lashes to look good, there are falsies that you can fix on your own. Cluster lashes, I think, cluster lashes. There are cluster lashes that you can install on your own. There are synthetic wigs, if you're into wigs. There are synthetic wigs that you can wear. They're cheaper, and if you manage them properly, they would not go bad quickly. Or human hair blends. Skincare, they're affordable skincare. You don't have to be what your favorite. You don't have to use what your favorite influencer is using. You don't have to go overboard. Basically, you don't have to break the bank. Okay? Don't be the type to take loans or borrow money to live your dream life. That's what we call fake life. If you don't have it, you can't flaunt it, okay? If you cannot afford to wear designer clothes, don't borrow the money to get designer clothes. Don't borrow the clothes to post on social media. If you don't have it, you do not have it. If you cannot afford it, you cannot afford it. If you do not have it, you cannot flaunt it. Do you have simple clothes that you can wear and still look good? Yes. You can go to YouTube, which is free. Watch a couple videos, wearing versus styling, and you'll get inspiration on how to wear or style your everyday clothes, the ones that are already in your wardrobe. And sometimes, depending on how you carry yourself, you will end up looking better than someone who wears just designer clothes. You do not have to wear brands, shoes, clothes, bags, jewelry, perfumes. You do not have to. Everything that you see the rich doing, there are also more affordable ways to do it yourself.
Having more money than you need will actually ruin your life. Did you hear what I said? It's one of the fastest ways to go completely broke after experiencing the good life. And many people will never understand this because it's counterintuitive. It's kind of ironic because the reason you're working so hard is so that you'd eventually have way more than enough. So how come having more than enough is going to ruin your life? This is why building wealth is not about stacking up numbers in your bank account, right? It's about capacity, it's about structure, and most importantly, it's about necessity. What this means is that for every money you have, you must have the capacity to replicate it, you must have the structure to manage it, and you must have the necessities, to place demand on that money so that you can put the money to work. If not, you are going to go broke. 2020 was a very interesting year for many reasons. That was the year in Nigeria when a company called Patricia, run by a very young man at the time, sponsored Big Brother Nigeria. They were one of the headline sponsors. And another company called Abeg. And they realized that these companies were founded by young boys, young tech boys. And they were giving Big Brother Nigeria 1 billion, 500 million. This sponsorship launched Nigeria into a tech wave between 2020 to 2022. Everybody was doing tech. Everybody was doing UI UX. Everybody was having a startup, right? And then investors were pumping money into the Nigerian tech ecosystem. Everybody was raising funding. You wake up to see a new announcement. 23-year-old founder raised $6 million. This one raised $10 million. Another one raised $15 million. Many of those startups were founded on brilliant ideas that were actually useful. But you know what the problem was? They were raising money that they didn't need. They were over-invested in. The same feeding that will keep a child healthy, if done right, is the same feeding that will launch the child into a life of diseases if done in excess. All those companies that were raising funding, 2021, 2022, where are they now? All those fintech companies, many times their founders started doing rubbish, right? Wasting the money because they didn't know what to do with the money. The founders themselves that were using the money for various things, many of them are broke. A lot of them are just packaging, right? I'm in the business game. I know how it works. Another major problem that comes with having excessive money that you don't have structure or necessity for is that you want to bring all your fantasies to life. You don't need an office, so you can do your business online. Go and rent office so that you can have CEO chair. Then you use this background song. This is the testament. Is it a song? This is the testament that God is good and there is nothing Juju can do. See, I agree with you. Just be focused. Focus on building your business. Stop trying to bring your fantasies to life. Somebody comes to you to say, hey, I have 5 million naira grant to give you. There would be 500 applications in 2 seconds. Most people think their problem is money. But if you tell those same people that you have a business structuring and business development template that will change their business, misplaced priorities. Anyway, if you want to start making money frequently online for your business, for your brand, using social media, we have the most exceptional business and marketing program for you that's been taken by close to 1,000 people. And if you want to learn how to close sales, you want to learn how to sell yourself, pitch your value, we have the public speaking mastery course for you. All you need to get these 2 courses is to simply go to the link in bio. It's all there, okay?
When you're fortunate enough to earn above your current means, a lot of us forget that we have a future. Most of the time, we don't think about our future. We don't think about our children's future. We just want to live in the now. But there's this saying that kept me broke for a very long time, and it goes something like this: spend the money will always come. And I held on to that. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to spend this money anyway. The money will always come. And then sometimes the money doesn't come, and I'm broke. And I will start fasting immediately because I do not have the money to eat. But funny enough, the person who told me that somehow always had money. I don't know how. So when you start earning above your means, think about the future. Save, invest, grow the money. You can invest in stocks, shares, treasury bills, fixed deposits or safe locks. You can invest in so many ways. There's so many ways to invest. You could start a business and employ people who know what to do. Pay them, earn your money, pay them, earn your money, pay them. It has become normalized to want it all in the day or in this age of social media. You go to Instagram, you open Instagram, and the first thing you see is, oh, this person just bought a house at the age of 27. Or, oh, this person just bought the latest car at the age of 23. And maybe, 29, 32, and you're like, what am I doing with my life? I mean, depending on the situation, it's actually good to ask questions like that. If you're lazy, or you're not trying your best, or you're not doing what you have to do, or like you're not working hard. If you're working hard and you're trying your best, please take it easy. Don't let one small girl or one small boy with big God come and make you feel bad. We don't know where those people are getting their funds from. Some of them are trust fund babies. Some of them might be scammers. Some of them might, I don't know. Some of them might have actually worked hard, but it's not normal. Don't put pressure on yourself because you found out that someone younger than you or maybe within the same age bracket is doing better than you. Keep working, keep trying your best. Strategize if you have to, switch it up a little bit if you have to, but don't kill yourself. Don't put your hands into things that you would not want to do normally just because of peer pressure.
As a young girl growing up, my mom would always say to me, never be jealous of anyone's success or anyone's wealth because you don't know what they're doing to get their money. And I love how I've seen that play out in the media this week, and I love that. I just absolutely love that because I feel like it's a lesson that some people have not yet learned, and I feel like this would teach them that. So this week, 2 people have been literally in trouble with the law for that exact same thing, right? For making money in criminal ways. So one of them is the previous star of Basketball Wives that you would I remember seeing her back when I was into Basketball Wives, and I would look at her and she'd be wearing the best clothes, the best outfits, the most designer things. And that girl has been scamming, and now she's going to jail for 4 years. And the other one is that guy that is on that radio station with DJ Envy or whatever his name is, that was literally doing a whole real estate pyramid scheme. And the funny thing is that you see young people looking up to these people, and you just see people in general looking up to them and envying their lifestyles and envying the things that they have and thinking, oh my God, this luxury lifestyle is so amazing. Babe, that luxury lifestyle is not sustainable. Unless you come from old money you have like generational wealth, that luxury lifestyle is not sustainable, because like your cash outflows are never going to match your cash inflows. No one is making that much money, especially those people on reality TV. They're not making enough money to be funding the type of luxury lifestyles that they pretend to live on TV or on radio or whatever, or on social media. There is not enough money to fund there's not enough money coming in to fund the luxury lifestyles that you see people pretending to live on the media, in the media. Like, I don't know if it's because I have a background in finance and I'm also like a lawyer, but like the math is never matted. Like, it never does. It really never does. And like, these people come on TV or on social media and flaunt these fake lifestyles that they cannot afford, and the IRS and FBI is literally watching them like, I know the math is not matted. Like, don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Half of them are going to jail. Half of them are going to jail. Sis, trust me.
Don't compare your life, don't compare your journey with other people. You don't know where they're getting this money from. You don't know where they're getting these funds from. Someone once told me, or I heard it somewhere, I can't remember, but this person said, if you see someone squandering money or trying to prove the fact that they're rich, they're most likely not rich. The people who are actually rich or wealthy are actually in hiding. Like, they don't want you to know. They want to be as discreet as possible. If someone comes to you personally or on Instagram or on social media and they're just flaunting your wealth, buying this, buying that, 9 times out of 10, or let's say maybe 8 times or 7 times out of 10, it's illegal money. 2 times out of the remaining 3 is new money. They just had that money. Maybe they actually did work hard for it and they just had it. I don't know about the other one. Or maybe a trust fund baby who has never really had to work a day in his or her life. So you never know where these people are finding this money from. And you're just sitting there using the energy that you would have used to actually do something productive, to sulk. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't compare yourself or your journey with anybody, whether you're doing better than that person or worse, because you never know. You never know somebody's story until they tell you.
Do you ever wonder why people who don't believe in God become millionaires and Christians who do believe in God struggle to pay the rent? I bet you want to know. Welcome to part 3 of my series, Wealth God's Way. When I made my first 6 figures within my business, I didn't tithe. Am I allowed to say that? I didn't pray. I didn't fast. I wasn't up at midnight. I wasn't even praying for wealth. It just kind of happened. But I tapped into a principle that the Lord has established. I've learned that as a Christian, we should never for a moment beg or strive for more increase in our life. And you don't even have to take my word for it. We can read this right here in Matthew 5:45. For he makes the sun to rise on the evil and on the good. He sends rain on the just and the unjust. That means that there are principles when it comes to wealth that work even if you serve the Lord or not. So if unbelievers are becoming millionaires, it's not because God loves them more than he loves others. It's because they have tapped into a strategy that works regardless of their stance in faith. Provision is attached to assignments. You have to figure out your assignment because there is no short supply on heaven's abundance. And if you want to learn more about this, comment or DM the word wealth and I will send you the link to my masterclass, Wealth God's Way. And just to clarify, I did do a back payment of my tithes.
Sometimes we look around and think that God is punishing us for our sins by keeping us broke. But make it make sense when people who don't believe in God or love him are wealthy. I'll leave you to... Is that a question? It's not actually a question, but I'll leave you to say something about that in the comment section below. Christians, especially in Africa, have this entitled mindset where they believe that God should just bless them for being his children. They seem to forget that there is no food for the lazy man. Check your Bible, it's there. It's there. Yes, we have to trust God fully with all our hearts. But we cannot just say, oh, you know what, I'm just going to sit here, cross my legs, scroll on TikTok, and God will send manna from heaven because I am his daughter, because I am his child. Bro, you will suffer. You will suffer. Because, like, what? It makes no sense. It's coming from a place of entitlement. That's what I have to say. It's coming from a place of entitlement. You must work. You have to work. There's no food for the lazy man. It's in your Bible. You have to work. But still trust God. Because when you work, God will bless the works of your hands. But when you're just lazy and like, no. No, you have to work. You have to work.
Here are 5 lifestyle choices that will likely keep you broke. Number 1 is lifestyle inflation. So this means that every time you make more money, you subsequently spend more money, whether that be through, buying things that you don't need or upgrading your lifestyle in ways that are hard to sustain. Just because you can pay for something doesn't mean that you can truly afford it. And every single financial decision that you make should be evaluated within the context of your budget. I've been really intentional over the last 5 or so years to very slowly and thoughtfully upgrade my life, where every year I'm making a subtle change to my budget to allow me to make my life a little bit better. It's not something you should be doing all at once the next time you get a raise.
This is a very, very simple formula. It is simple, but it may not be easy to do. When you make more money, save more money. But what we tend to do is when we make more money, we spend more money, and then we're back to square one, living paycheck to paycheck. When we could actually just continue to live below our means. Every time, whether you're earning $2 hourly or you're earning $50 hourly, you have to live below your means. Invest, save more, invest more, live below your means, basically.
Number 2 is relying on only one income stream. I know we have side hustle fatigue, but I really am team side hustle, especially in the current economy. I personally believe that everybody should have something that they can fall back on, even if it's not a fully sussed out or thought out idea. Even if it's just a small little thing that you do for extra money, like walking dogs on Rover, for example. Think about ways that you can start diversifying how you earn, because if you only rely on one income stream and then you lose your job or something happens, then you're kind of shit out of luck.
It's somewhat inevitable to have more than one income stream in this economy. To be very honest, you cannot just live off of one income stream. Well, depending on your lifestyle, if you're single, maybe you live alone, your rent isn't terribly high, you could, depending on the job. It's almost impossible. You have to have at least two income streams for you to have a comfortable life in this economy.
Number 3 is not tracking your expenses. If you are not tracking your expenses, you are spending more money than you think. I can absolutely guarantee it. I am team manual expense tracking. It's a very simple habit to get into. I always get a ton of resistance about it, but every time somebody says that they finally started tracking their expenses, they always tell me I was spending way more money than I thought, and I've never felt more financially confident because now I know where my money is going.
To track your expenses, don't listen to people who say you'll spend it anyway or money will always come. Live in the moment. Don't live in the moment, please. Think about your future. Don't live in the moment, because if you do that, you're going to be in terrible trouble. When you go broke from having this mindset that money will always come, and then you use up all your resources to enjoy life, to live in the moment, I'm sorry for you. I am sorry for you. Oh my goodness. You will cry hot tears. You will cry blood. It's not easy. I am talking from experience. I used to have that mindset that it's just money. I must enjoy this life. I have the abundance mindset. Money will always come to me. No, baby, it will not. You will be amazed. You'll be amazed. Please save. Have emergency savings. Invest your money. Just save. Make sure you save. The thing is that a lot of us do not understand that saving is us paying ourselves first before we pay every other person. You're going to eat life. Yes, the food is in your stomach, but the money is going into another person's pocket. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And then you can actually cook. There's food at home. Eat the food at home.
Number 4 is golden handcuffs, because I think that corporate America has really duped people into thinking that it's the only way to experience any sort of benefits. Don't let benefits be the only thing that keep you chained to a job. And don't get addicted to a salary increase, because ultimately what this ends up doing is sucking you into a career that you hate. Combined with lifestyle inflation, you end up getting tied to a job that you can never actually leave.
It's okay to change or quit a job if it's not serving you anymore. Yes, that is very true. I have quit a job that was not serving me anymore because these people wanted us to behave like slaves. They wanted us to work without any pay, and we had no idea when we were going to get paid next. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I mean, I did not volunteer for this job. I actually need the money to survive. So I had to leave. But even if you're still getting paid and you just know that your values and the values of the company are not aligning, please walk away. Please walk away.
And number 5 is only investing in your 401k. You can invest in other types of accounts. Brokerage accounts specifically are a very underrated and underutilized investment account. The beauty of a brokerage account is that there are no restrictions to it. So even though you are taxed more than once, instead of just like taxed on the way in or taxed on the way out with a retirement account that has those tax advantages, with a brokerage account, you can put as much money as you want into it and you can take as much money as you want out of it at any point in time. It's a really great vehicle for investing if you are someone who is looking to retire early or create some flexibility in your life prior to traditional retirement age in your 60s.
Invest in many things. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is really, really true. If that basket breaks, I'll leave that to your imagination. As much as possible, invest in so many different stocks, shares, treasury bills. Just scatter your money everywhere. Don't put all your eggs in one basket thinking, oh, if this one hits, I'm going to be made for life. What if it doesn't hit? What happens then?
Luxury goods are a scam. The concept of luxury was created to get poor people to waste their money. Take a look at this video.
Luxury is a concept for poor people to aspire to. Luxury, past a certain point of wealth, the clients are actually post-luxury.
Explain to me post-luxury.
So if I just made enough money to buy a Ferrari, I might go buy a Ferrari. But if I'm worth enough money to buy Ferrari, like the entire corporation, I don't really care whether or not I drive a Ferrari because I'm worth $100 billion. It's irrelevant whether or not I'm driving a Ferrari, right? And so these people are literally post-luxury.
There's a third option here. You can become post-luxury, or you can become pre-luxury. What he's talking about is a subset of people who have so much money that they've realized, I don't need the luxury goods that I aspired to acquire so I could signal my wealth. Because as soon as you have the wealth, you don't need to signal it. Or you can be like me, you can be pre-luxury.
What's pre-luxury? How would you define it?
For me, I'm pre-luxury in the sense that I've also realized that those luxury goods don't get me what I thought they were going to get me. So I own nice things, no problem with that, but there's no logo or status or signaling involved with my decision-making process for buying a thing.
Someone once told me that if you cannot afford to buy something 3 to 5 times, you cannot afford it. Okay, let's say you want to get a new house, for example, and that house is $3 million. If you do not have up to $9 to $15 million in your account, and you have, let's say, $4 million, you cannot afford it. Yeah, you can't. Because you still need to do other things. You still have a life to live. You still have a future to think about. And it's not just when it comes to buying a house. Anything, really. Anything. As little as a pen. If you cannot afford to buy 3 pens, you cannot afford to buy 1. If you cannot afford to buy 3 handbags, you cannot afford to buy 1. Do you understand what I'm saying? Most of the time, people spend money on luxury goods from a place of rejection or insecurity. Because from what I've noticed is that people who are wealthy don't really like to wear brands like that. Like the actual wealthy people. I'm not talking about like the wealthy celebrities that we get to see, the ones we don't know, the ones in the shadows, you know, the ones who seem very unassuming. They don't like to wear brands. They don't like to show off their wealth because they don't want that attention. Because I mean, they already know that they're wealthy. They do not need your approval or your acknowledgement to know that they are wealthy. So yeah, it's usually from a place of insecurity, from a place of lack sometimes, you know, because they just want you to know that, oh, I've got it. You don't have it, I have it, you do not have it. Do you understand? Like, well, maybe not all of them, but most of the time they're coming from a place of insecurity.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't need anything from Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, or Home Goods. You don't. I used to be obsessed with going to these places, okay? And then I realized it's all junk, honestly. My theory is buy it nice or buy it twice. So instead of going to Home Goods or TJ Maxx and grabbing things that are lower quality but cheaper, why don't you just invest in nicer pieces, like a nice furniture piece, you know, like a console table from, let's say, Pottery Barn or something like that. Yes, it's going to be more expensive, but at least you know it's going to last, right? Same thing with clothes. You don't need 62 black leggings, I promise. Just get 2 or 3 high quality leggings. That's it. And I know we all love to shop and get that quick dopamine hit, right? But I promise if you invest in higher quality furniture pieces or clothing, in the long run, it will actually save you money.
Buy quality things because they'll last longer and you get to save more money in the long run. I'll say this about like clothes, shoes, handbags, or even like household equipment. When you buy something that is of good quality, it is going to last you a very, very long time. No kidding. And it's funny how older things, like things from the 80s, 90s, 70s, have better quality than the things that we have now. Perhaps they just want us to spend more money or overconsume things. Because my grandmother has a box that she had in like the 60s, I think, or 70s, I don't know. And that box is still going strong now. And it probably will for the next couple of years or decades. I don't know why, but things these days don't really have great quality. And the ones that do are mad expensive. But if you can, buy the things that have great quality because it's going to save you in the long run.
My problem is I don't want to be in the clubs. I don't want to be drinking. I don't want to be famous. I don't even want to be an influencer. I want to be a socialite. I want to network. I want to go to charity events. I want to go to expensive dinners. I want to go to Martha's Vineyard for the film festival. I want to vacation in St. Bart's, go to F1, go to Monaco. I want me and my group of friends not to be talking about boys or drama. I want to talk about entrepreneurship. I want to talk about businesses. I want to talk about how we're going to network and make more money. I feel like being a 24-year-old living in New York City, it is so hard to find like-minded people. No teen shade to anybody, but I feel like a lot of people in my age group, all they care about is being in the clubs and partying. I want to be able to have business meetings. I want to be really cute, always look good, and host events. I want to be known for something more. Yeah, it's getting to a point where I feel like I cannot relate to anybody in my age group. I feel like I need to meet new people who are on the same wavelength as me. Like, life is so much more than boys and partying and going out and posting online all the time. Like, we could really make a difference. We could really be there. I want to be upper echelon. I want to be a socialite for real. I want me and my friends to be not going only band for band. I want us to go business for business, networking for networking, event for event, like lifestyle for real. Yeah, for 2026, we're thinking bigger and better for real.
Build a network of like-minded people where you can grow physically, spiritually, financially, and any alley that you can alley. Oh, and another thing, there are so many ways you can have fun that does not involve drinking or clubbing or partying. I don't know where we got this narrative that the only way to have fun is by going out, drink. You know, the only way we can have fun is going out party, going out clubbing, living the nightlife. I mean, it's kind of cool when you see the lights at night. I don't know, there's just something really nice about it. But that's not the only way to have fun, or those are not the only ways to have fun. Reading can be fun. Pottery can be fun. Going to a museum can be fun. Going to an art gallery can be fun. Not to say that these are not, going clubbing and partying and drinking and all of that are not ways to have fun. But I think maybe we should learn to have fun based on our temperaments, based on our personalities. I mean, an introvert would not want to go clubbing. An introvert might want to do it alone in his or her room. Just enjoy some music and dance. There's so many people who do not like alcohol, and it's not even from a religious standpoint. They just don't like it, and it's okay. It's okay.
Let's talk about some money habits keeping you broke that maybe no one taught you. The first one being not having an emergency fund. An emergency fund is the foundation of your entire financial life, okay? If you pop a tire, if you lose your job, your emergency fund allows you to have more financial hiccups rather than financial catastrophes. There's been a study done that having a savings and emergency fund does more for the mental than making it $200,000 plus a year.
Emergency funds are very important because anything can happen. It is very important. I never knew how important it was until I actually was in an emergency. It wasn't a really big emergency, but it was an emergency. And I needed the money and I did not have any saved up. And it was around the same time where I believed that you only live once, eat your money now, spend it now, more will come later. The more did not come later. When I needed it, it was not there. I had to call home and beg for money. So yeah, emergency funds are very, very important. You have to save because anything at all can happen. I'm not wishing that anything bad happens to us, but it's life. We really do not have control over it, to be very honest.
Lifestyle inflation. Every time you make more, you spend just as much. You get a raise, you need to upgrade the house, the car, the wardrobe, all of the things immediately. It's not just about how much you make, it's about how much you keep and building real wealth. And if you are making more, you can still feel broke because your lifestyle eats your whole check.
I sound like a broken record right now, but live below your means. It is very, very important to live below your means. The more you earn, the more you save. That's the formula. That's the formula we're working with this year. The more you earn, the more you save. Pay yourself first by saving, investing, and then having a budget. I used to always think, I cannot have a budget. I can't have a budget. The money is too small. I cannot have a budget. But look, even if your entire income at the end of every month is $50, invest. What am I saying? Sorry, you have to budget. You have to budget. No amount of money is too small. You have to do it. Start investing now, no matter how small. No matter how small you think that money is. If you invest $1 today and it grows, it's better than not investing it at all. Do you get? Next point.
Next, you pay yourself last. You pay your rent, your bills, you go out to lunch, all of these things, and then you leave the crumbs or whatever's left to go to your savings and your investments. The problem with that is that most times there's barely any crumbs left. Pay yourself first. Automate a chunk of your check to go to your savings, your investments, and then allocate your bills. You will learn to modify your life to adjust accordingly. Make sure you treat yourself like a bill, like a priority. Your future self will thank you. Honestly, waiting too long to invest. Most people will say, I'll start next year. I'll start when I make more. I'll start when I understand it better. And the gag is you don't need to understand everything. You need to know the basics and understand that time and consistency are your best friend. $20, $50 consistently now means more than waiting 20 years to finally be able to contribute $250 a week then. You need time in the market to allow your money to compound. The longer you wait, the more you leave money on the table. Most people are financially illiterate because no one ever sat down and taught them the basics. They didn't discuss money at at the dinner table. So make sure if that is the case for you, that you go out of your way to be knowledgeable, to be curious, to educate yourself on the financial basics so that you can put yourself in a better position financially.
It is not normal to spend 500 Great British pounds on a Coach bag, on a bag. It's not normal. I don't care how many TikToks you've seen, the aesthetic, how cute the bag, how cute you think the bag is because it's a trend right now. It's not normal. It's not normal to spend that much money on a bag. And it's not normal to spend thousands of pounds on Cartier jewellery either, or act like Hermes sandals or your go-to summer flip-flop. This is not normal. I can assure you, not everybody's living like this. It's just a very small group of rich girls who have become influencers. And now it's starting to feel like everybody lives like this. But they don't. You don't, I don't. And even when you do have money to splash, think before you spend. Just because you have what, a couple of 100,000 mean you go splash your cash like it's some monopoly money. Listen to me very clearly when I say this. Save your money, invest your money, budget, and say no to luxury FOMO. Real wealth is not what bags you have, what shoes you have, what jewelry you have. It's what that figure in your bank account is.
Leave influencers alone. Don't let them be your inspiration. I mean, it's okay to want to be wealthy. It's okay to want to, have the things that maybe you never wanted or you've always dreamed of having. It's okay. It's okay to dream. But if you focus only on influencers, instead of building wealth, you will actually go broke. Okay? Most of the time, they get the things that they flaunt for free. Sometimes it's actually a collaboration with the company. They're paid to flaunt the so-called wealth on the internet or on social media. Sometimes they just fake it. Sometimes they rent these things, they flaunt it, and then they return it. Some of them already come from money. Some of them are just trust fund babies. Or might I say, don't dare trust fund babies, because most of the time they don't really understand what's going on in the economy and they just come to flaunt their wealth, and they don't really care who's watching or how they feel, because they might not necessarily be bad people. They just don't know. Just don't know, because that's all. They've been wealthy all their lives, so they don't really know what it means to like be broke or struggling. So what are we going to do this year? Save, invest, and budget. If you made it to this point, say it in the comment section below. Save, invest, and budget. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. I am really grateful. I'll try to do shorter videos. Honestly, I'll try my best, but if I can't, well, you're stuck with long videos and there's nothing you can do. Anyways, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share it. Someone might need this information. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.